Go for it.
Perfect, Coach. Go ahead.
Yeah, 7 in a row. Really tough week with 3 games in a row. Hard to prep. We did these guys off a one-day prep, and you saw how much they have a bunch of actions and things like that. But sitting here next to someone who I'm just so glad she's ours. It's hard to come in as such a heralded player, have such a great non-conference, and then kind of everyone's kind of expecting her every night to be, this and that and all that. And she just put her head down and works, right, and got better and better. She can defend at a high level now. She's doing a lot more in the glass. She had 7 of those rebounds in the halftime, right? And she's coming off the bounce a little bit more, seeing the floor. So I'm just so happy for her. She's going to be so good. She already is so good, but because of how she's wired, right? This kid's focused on the big picture, getting better day after day. So she deserves it. We needed it, and just a big day for Brooks.
So Nyla, obviously you had the prolonged shooting slump. How did it feel to finally break out of it? And what was that like going through that, where the ball just wasn't falling?
Well, not seeing it fall. I mean, I just kept shooting. I mean, in practice,
falling in practice.
In practice, it goes in. So I'm prepared to shoot the ball. I'm at a high clip and just shoot my shot. I didn't change anything. Just kept shooting, kept working at it, and then just seeing it go in today was nobody but God. I mean, I just stay in the gym. So I mean, seeing the work pay off, it was great today. So.
Well, as Coach referred to, the 7 rebounds is a season high as well. I mean, I don't think I saw that from you earlier in the season.
Yeah, got to get on those boards. I've been doing a lot of things: defending, rebounding, trying to get some steals, just trying to fill up the stat sheet. I mean, I'm trying to get that triple-double too.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, so.
This is big girl basketball,
Absolutely.
ACC basketball, and she's coming off of playing in high school. And for her to get 21 and 7, with only 2 turnovers, two steals, could have had a few more assists because they were great passes that we just didn't convert. Just an all-around. But this is what we're seeing from her, right? It's not like a flash pan. Like, she has gotten better. She's working a ton with Renaya, and they're working on being stronger with her finishes, or working on, she lifts on her off days. She lifts on, 7 days a week now?
Yep, 7
lifting.
days.
So getting stronger. So, this isn't a surprise to any of us. It's really good that she shot well today, but even if she didn't shoot well, we'd take some of the other stats right along with it.
Courtney, you talked about that first half, and Nyla, you were part of this 6 3-pointers in that first half. How were y'all kind of able to sort of break the game open and generate offensive momentum from the
Yeah,
front?
I mean, I try to pour confidence into them because I see them shoot every day. We try every shot in practice, right? And so when they don't catch and shoot, I find it annoying, right? Because those are great shots for us. And our interior, they were really worried about our interior, so they played really low on that. And you can't guard it all. And so they gave us the arc in the first half, and then they covered the arc in the second half a little bit better and gave us the middle of the floor. So I thought, again, something that a young player is able to pick up on that in live time, right? Because at half, second half, they came out with a little bit more attention to the arc. And, I mean, Nyla took one on the off the dribble. She passed to the gap once. I mean, yeah.
And Nyla, what were you seeing from that in the first half?
Well, for us, I mean, we knew they were going to play zone, so finding those gaps, I worked on literally a shoot around, just trying to find those gaps and open looks so I could let the 3 fly. And then my teammates as well, just finding them, attacking the middle, seeing them throughout the gaps. Laney was getting hot earlier too during that first half, so yeah.
It's my understanding that the team could have stayed in Chapel Hill for the men's Duke game, but they decided to come to Winston-Salem to practice at 4:30.
Yeah.
Would they have had tickets? What does that say
Yeah.
about the team's commitment?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I was a little bummed because I have great tickets. And yes, we were going to be able to get them tickets. We obviously have a lot of people that support these kids. And so I gave them the option. I said, we can get you to the men's game, which is kind of one of those really fun staple Carolina-Duke. And then they get to play in a Carolina-Duke rivalry, so they probably means a little bit less to them than it does a lot of the other people. But the only practice time we were given here was because of their men's game was at 4:30. So if they wanted to practice at Wade, we had to do it at 4:30, which obviously we wouldn't have been able to get back in time for the game. And when I asked them at first, I asked the captains, they talked with the team, and they came back and said, we're definitely going to practice at Wake. So I gave it a couple days, and I asked them again, secretly hoping they maybe would change their mind. But that's the kind of team I have. This is about their journey, and practicing at Wake was important because beating Wake is important. So I'm super proud of them. I'll admit I was a little bummed, but we had a great time last night. We watched as a team, and honestly, in that arena, we wouldn't have been able to necessarily all sit together So maybe it was more special that way.
Did you all get together in a room and watch
We
it?
did, yeah, we rented out a room and gave them lots of food, had big TVs, and really got to, I won't forget that. I've been in big, I went to their national championship game, I've been in big environments like that, but that was really fun actually, to be with our whole team and just our support staff and kind of experience that together. So maybe it was the right decision after all. You'll get you one.
Yeah, hopefully.
You guys didn't give up any second chance field goals. What was the kind of focus from sort of a rebounding standpoint?
I mean, honestly, getting Brooks rebounding. I mean, she played almost 26 minutes today out of a 40-minute game. That's a lot of time, right? And so her conditioning and her strength are allowing her to kind of absorb all that a little bit more. And so, you know, she and India have to rebound the heck out of it, and they did today. And they stole, I'm sure, some of Sierra and everybody else's who played. But that'll be the new that's the growing expectation, is that Brooks will be a part of our rebounding.
And Renaya, that's just rest.
Yeah, Renaya's logging a lot of minutes, and we were hoping, I think, again, Brooks has continued to get better and better, so we got some room for her in the roster.
I mean, I've asked you about the arena situation before, and others have asked you, but I wanted to ask again because I've become to understand that whatever decision is made, renovation or U Arena, the women's program will play there and get its own practice facility. So, and given that, what are your feelings about going to a new or renovated facility on the one hand, and also knowing that you might only have 2 or 3 more seasons in Carmichael, which is a classic arena?
It is. It's one of the best arenas in college basketball, especially for women. You know, but I think people are change resistant in general. It's just like a human trait. I'm sure the new arena will be really, really awesome, right? Wherever it is, and it will be more updated with all the recovery that these guys need, and bigger space. I mean, we can't even fit our entire team and staff in our film room all the time, right? So like, you know, we've kind of outgrown in some ways. And so, you know, I make decisions for a living regarding my team. I don't have to make that decision, thank God. And so I support the decisions that are made. And I know we love playing in Carmichael, but Brooks would be just as happy playing in a new arena, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wherever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think we get a lot of player opinions on that. You know, I know you're young, but, you know, I'm sure you've been a part of that renovate. And, you know, where do you stand on Carmichael versus?
Oh, I love playing at Carmichael, but, you know, if we could get some new stuff, I mean, we wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think sometimes people, because they love watching games in Carmichael, they assume we want to stay. And we've kind of outgrown, you know, our program also has outgrown kind of the renovate and replace situation.
Now on a 7-game win streak, you mentioned 3 games in a week.
7 days?
That's crazy. How were y'all able to sort of manage the load of everything? And also, I mean, getting a huge win like this, how does that feel as well?
Locked in. Locked in. Our athletic trainer, our strength trainer, he asked us to give them one word, and mine was locked in. So I feel like they took my word. We ran with it, so we just stayed locked in. We knew it was going to be a tough week. Our goal every week is to sweep, so just being locked into the scouts, into our walkthroughs. We did it in Cancun. We can do it now. So, just really locking in and getting these dubs, especially in and with Wake Forest. It was a great week for us.
I want to ask you, earlier in the season, Coach mentioned defense as being an area that you really needed to improve in. What's helped you make strides in that area?
I would say just watching film, talking with Coach, talking to Coach Corey, just really seeing those clips of me in practice and games, comparing them, just doing a lot of on-court stuff, doing walkthroughs, just getting extra reps. I would just say just really locking into what I need to do as a player and what the team needs to do on the court so we could have a great defensive game. And I've been doing that, and I had 4 blocks last game, so
and 7 rebounds today.
7 rebounds this game. So just really, like I said, locked in, being locked in, just really locking in on the defensive end and just playing my game on the offensive end. So just putting it all together. So,
yeah, she watches a lot of film.
Yes.
Like, I think sometimes you look at this talent and you say, oh, yeah, she's just so talented. It's like, no, she's had to really learn how to defend, because she's defending 22 and 23-year-olds. In high school, you're defending your kind of age appropriate, right? And she's defending really experienced older guys that are stronger and been in the weight room for 4 years. And so I commend, she's willing to watch good clips. She's willing to watch not so good clips so that she can learn. She asks a lot of questions because she knows that we are relying on her and we're holding her accountable. And so, like, Nyla's didn't just arrive. I feel passionately about saying that because I think it's easy to look at her and say, oh, she's joyful and she's easy to love and the Chapel Hill community loves her and all the things. Like, the kid earns it. Like, she really does. This kid puts so much time in. And she's lovable because that's who she is, but she's really focused. She's not silly. She's just fun and lovable, right? Those are two very different things, but you know, she can take it. And I can coach her hard, I can coach her real, I can hug her. I mean all those emotions all in the same 5 minutes, right? And she just takes it.
And you seem to be locked in on another game
Yeah,
tonight with
let's
the
go.
jersey. Tell me
How
about
can
that.
you not? I mean, Drake May is like, what a weekend for Carolina. You know, we won 3 games in 7 days, and obviously a big rivalry win for our men. And then Drake May, one of the true Carolina guys. I couldn't not support him as just a, you know, he's such a member of the Carolina family. So yeah, go Pats all day, every day, but go Drake May even longer. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.